Good afternoon, this is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. And today I would like to go over an article I read. Here's one where it talks about retiring on 95,000. He asks, I want a walkable city, beach town. Where should I retire? And let's take a quick look. Article is a couple months old. And look, St. Augustine, Florida. Beautiful city. Again, it goes into this, talks about it. You can read the article if you Google it. It talks about some of the cities here. Here's one choice. Galveston, Texas is another choice. Tax-friendly state, beautiful city, and there's a lot of other things. Look, Tampa, Florida is another place. Oh, that's kind of a cool picture. And it says best places for early retirement thanks to affordable living costs. I guess it's a little bit cheaper than maybe Miami or West Palm Beach or the other side of Florida. So that's true. And it's a smaller town. And that's about it. So a lot of choices when you make $95,000 a year in retirement. But you didn't come here just for that, did you? You came for this. You wanted to see this article. One reader wrote, my retirement income is just $16,000 a year. I want to retire at a beach town. And look, this article from a few days ago. So, you see this? This guy read the original story, and I guess you couldn't afford Tampa, St. Augustine, Galveston, or a few other places. So he writes, where should I go if I'm making $16,000? Now, before I give you my opinion, let's just read this. We'll go down, look at this. Average Social Security in the US, $1,470. Not a lot of money, but if you're in this situation, here's your choices. I love the way he starts off. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's tough to live in the US on $16,000 a year. But the first choice, Gulfport, Mississippi. Affordable beach town. Look at that. Nearly 19% lower than the average. You can rent place for $600. Tax-friendly state. So this is good to know that you have choices. Accumulate multiple $1,000,000. If you're not making $150,000 in retirement, the good thing about this article is you can see some of your choices. There are some downsides. Muggy, hot summers, risk of hurricanes. The next possible choice he gives, and he answers about another woman looking to a place to retire. He suggests going to Mexico. And yes, overseas living is a possible choice. There are many people who living overseas, there is a geo arbitrage that you can do. The cost of living overseas is cheaper. So there are many choices. Here's just one example. He reads and he writes about it. Here you go. Here's another one. A little rural town in Panama, off the beaten path. And I believe that's all the choices here. So with that being said, it talks about it here. I wanted to talk about this. We need to talk about this and say, are we planning to retire on $20,000? And the answer is, for most of you, I'm sure you guys made more than 40 or 50,000 a year. And if you're used to making that type of income, I would think your retirement needs to be close to what you were making. If you're used to a lifestyle that's spending $80,000, your retirement, you may want to spend $80,000. And this is almost true if you're spending $150,000 a year. Your lifestyle requires, or you're used to, 2 vacations a year and some nicer things, and so you may want to retire on $140,000 or $150,000 a year. So we need to backtrack and say, while it is possible, and I'm grateful for this Money Watch article that you can do it on less than $20,000 a year. For most of us, I don't think that's the plan. We are used to a certain lifestyle during our working years. It is only logical and reasonable that a lot of us need a similar income to replace the current lifestyle we're used to. Now, is this true for everybody? Of course not. Let's not talk about the outliers. We're not even talking about people who are on fire. Most fire people can live on 50% of their salary. So if you're making 80,000, they're used to living off of 40. So they can retire using an annual salary or annual expenses of 40,000. But there's a lot of us who don't fit into that category. We spend or we make and we spend almost everything we make every year, and that's the lifestyle we're used to. And so therefore your retirement will look more closer to what you're earning and spending today. So without being overly complicated, I think you understand what I'm talking about. You know how much you spend and you know how much you need in retirement, and you can figure that out by looking at some of the math that I have done in some of my previous videos. But I'm hoping that you can see a glimpse of what retirement looks like based on these two articles I show you. With that, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Don't forget to like and share it with your friends. I'm always talking about different money topics because I'm here to help you win with money. I want to share what I know. And the more people who know, we can help more people become successful. I believe that we can do this together. So let's do this $1 at a time. And I hope you have a profitable trading day.